For Idaho News 6, I'm senior reporter Don Nelson. The Valley Fire of 24 devastated the Intermountain Bird Observatory here at the top of the hill overlooking the valley. But like every bird migration, the observatory came back in 2025. We met Greg Kaltenecker on the top of the ridge northeast of Harris Ranch.
It raced up this west side of the front and pretty much burned everything, and it burned super hot.
Last fall, October 4th, the Valley Fire broke out in the middle of the night, severely damaging the Intermountain Bird Observatory and surrounding wildlife habitat.
We have educated thousands and thousands of young people over the last 30 years about birds.
It also gave a group of students camping out on site at the time a story of a lifetime.
And they started evacuating.
That had to be a frightening experience.
The school group, they drove out with a BLM escort, and there was footage, at the time. They drove right through the fire.
Kaltenecker is the executive director of the Intermountain Bird Observatory.
It was saddening coming up the road and seeing it.
The IBO is a Boise State program that relies on grants and donations.
So you can squeeze the pliers shut, and now the band is on the bird.
From mid-August to mid-October, workers spend 6 days a week on top of the ridge at close to 6,000 feet because they love the work.
So it's super special for me to be close to home and being able to have an impact on my local community and the birds that are here.
And the species change, the composition changes throughout the months that we're up here. Like early season, we'll get a lot of Swainson's hawks, red-tailed hawks. Now we're getting into our sharp-shinned hawks and our Cooper's hawks.
Kaltenecker says it's important to educate people about the migration habits of dozens of birds.
Where birds winter, the kinds of things that can kill birds, mortality factors, how long they live, all those things. I think the more that people know about that, we can affect long-term, we can affect their conservation.
And to the damage from the Valley Fire, Kaltenecker feels better with every new season.
So we're standing here, you can see all these skeletons of these deciduous shrubs. These are mostly chokecherry and bittercherry, and it's these plants that are right here on this edge of the forest that are so important to the migrating songbirds. And so I think that's one of the most devastating losses, at this site anyways, from that fire. But you can see they are coming back.
Reporting from the Intermountain Bird Observatory high above the Treasure Valley, I'm senior reporter Don Nelson, Idaho News 6.